Hey everybody, so the Packers lost, time to get over that. But besides that, some exciting things happened this week. I am over 30 subscribers, which is really exciting because that is about 30 more than I expected to ever have, so that's good. And I think this week I'm going to break 2,000 views on my channel, which isn't very much, but you know, baby steps. So to celebrate, here we have a tasty treat, and that's Rice Crispy treats. So Rice Crispy treats are basically the easiest recipe you could possibly imagine because they only have 3 ingredients. Marshmallows, this is a humongous bag, it's a whole kilogram or 2 pounds. Some butter and some Rice Krispies, obviously. To begin, you're going to want to put 1 stick of butter, or about this size a chunk, into a big old pot. Can you see how big that is? Yeah, big chunk of butter. You could actually use less if you wanted to, but the more butter the better. And you're going to want to put that on medium heat, a low medium, so I have it at about 4. Yeah, and then you just wait for that to melt. So while the butter is melting, you're going to want to set aside 8 cups of Rice Krispies, or about 2 liters. If you want drier Rice Krispies, do a bit more. If you want gooier Rice Krispies, do a bit less. Another thing to do while the butter is melting is to take a bit more butter, or a little of any oil for that matter, and rub it on whatever pan you're going to use for the Rice Krispies. It actually doesn't matter what pan you use because you can literally make these into any shape you want. The butter is all melted and we've got a nice lake of it. You're going to want to pour in the marshmallows. And usually you do a whole bag, but since this is a giant bag, I'm going to do half of it. A little more than half of it. So yeah, about that much. You can't see. The bag's too big. I'm sorry. But yeah, putting lots of marshmallows in there. So now it's the hard part, because you're going to have to stir these marshmallows until they all melt. Alright, so at this point I'm calling it done. It's good. It's smooth enough. I'm going to turn off the heat, remove the pot from the heat, move it over to there, other part of the stove, and now you take your Rice Krispies and you just pour them in. Now we're going to want to mix in the Rice Krispies and the marshmallows. While you're doing this, you should hear some snapping, crackling, and popping. If you don't hear any of those sounds, you're probably using off-brand Rice Krispies. Funny story, as a kid, my mom used to buy off-brand Rice Krispies, and they were called Crispy Rice. Not a very creative name. This is about how you want it to look. See how all the Rice Krispies and marshmallow are now all nicely mixed together there? Now, we just take this and we pour it into whatever mold you might have.
So I happen to have these nice aluminum-y things, whatever they are. So that's what I'm using. And you just kind of dollop your Rice Krispies into there. So one thing I didn't mention when I was buttering these, so you can use any kind of oil, really. It doesn't matter. But make sure you get it into all the corners and stuff. The oil, that is. Because otherwise, your Rice Krispies are going to stick to the corners, which you don't really want. Okay, so, yeah, there we go. So you're going to want to mound it up a little above the edge of the pan, because the next step is you're going to take some wax paper, which I have to rip a sheet. Wasn't very well prepared for this part of the video, I'm sorry. So you rip a piece of wax paper, and you place it over the top, and then you smash it down into the shape you want. There we go. And then you wait a minute, and once it's cooled off a little, then you just pull this off slowly, like so. And you've got yourself some Rice Krispie treats. Yeah. I have some sprinkles. These are unnecessary, but I'm going to put them in. You can also sprinkle it into the batter, I guess you could call it, for some colorful Rice Krispies. But yeah, at this point you just kind of wait for it to be ready. So I'm going to finish up the second one and then get back to you.
At this point, I've finished the Rice Krispie treat making. Just gonna slice it up and then give it a try. Alrighty, so here goes. Gonna eat these Rice Krispie treats. So you're supposed to cut them into bars, right? You eat them like a brownie, kind of. But I didn't wait long enough for these to solidify, so I'm left with Rice Krispie, whatever this is. Anyway, these ones are really gooey. I probably shouldn't have added quite so much marshmallow, but that's okay. Anyway, this is a super easy recipe. It's great if you've got like a potluck or something, I don't know, or you want to share it with friends and you don't have much time, or if you forgot someone's birthday and you don't have time to make a cake. This takes about 10 minutes. Yeah. And lastly, I want to thank everybody for watching these videos and giving me good feedback. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next week. I think I'm making Chicago-style hot dogs, so we'll see how that goes.
So the best part about making Rice Krispies is cleaning up the pan, because someone's got to eat all this marshmallow. It might as well be you.